Hello there. So, welcome back to the Iron Man playthrough I've been doing. My intention now is to go and unlock an engineer. I'm going to go for Felicity Farseer. It's one of the only engineers that my commander is aware of. And I'm going to go and do it by, rather than going to the Pleiades and purchasing metalloys, I'm going to try and find some metalloys from barnacles on planetary surfaces. So, just to give you an idea of where I'm going, I'll just line myself up with my destination, and I will open up the galaxy map. So I did a little bit of research, and as my web sources tell me, i.e. website, that one of the systems which has several, let's say, several barnacles is HIP 17497. So I'm going to go there, and yeah, we will basically see whether we, well, firstly whether we can get there, and secondly whether we have any surface hostilities. One thing I should check is whether I actually have a planetary vehicle carrier. I do. Now, I should also tell you guys that what I'm doing right now is very inefficient. My jump range is basically 14 light years. If I really wanted to do this properly, I would basically lightweight all my systems. I'd basically go with D-rated equipment, take my weapons off. But because I'm playing in open, I'm going to take a little slightly paranoid approach. To be honest, I'm not expecting trouble, really. So, yeah, let's get on our way. I'm also not going to make you guys watch all of this, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to, just so I'm easier on my eyes, I'm going to make a couple of jumps, and I'm going to stop recording, and I'm going to go back into 2D mode, and do the fly-through, and then go back into 3D when I'm closer to the Pleiades. What you're looking at right now is the Pleiades. I've landed on a planet just nearby. I had to log out and log back in because I was playing in 2D, and a consequence of this is I was being a bit lazy when I was actually jumping, and so I took a bit of heat damage. Never mind. So we pick up and we are 3 jumps away. This is a ice planet. So far on this expedition, I've not been interdicted or anything. So let's get on our way. Unfortunately, B5 is somewhat of a drive away. Just making sure I've got the right 17. B5. Yeah, okay. This is somewhat of a long trek away, and therefore I will I'll pause the record, and I will catch you guys when I'm a bit closer. Okay. Okay, you join me away. I'm about just less than an astronomical unit away from B5. The system is fairly large, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly go into one of these signal sources. So this is non-human. It's a threat 5, so I'm not totally sure what to expect in there. If you see me run or I get killed, then that could literally be the end of this pilot. But I'm going to do it because my encounters with the Thargoids thus far have been somewhat interesting. Though this commander has never seen the Thargoids. So let's do it. Let's take this risk. And I've got basically I've got a cargo. In my cargo, I've got a capacity of 4, so I might try and rescue. Somebody if I can. Yeah, because I'm in the middle of nowhere, my entry speed and distance can be quite fast and quite long. So, okay, here we go. Okay, this is gonna scan me. Interpret me as being any kind of threat. And it will continue on its way. So let's go and rescue this escape pod. Hopefully not upset it too much. I think it's actually taking an escape pod. Yes, it did. Yeah, and I also don't have a Xeno scanner, so I can't tell you anything about what type it is or anything else. So there we go. Okay, so that's at least one occupied escape pod rescued. And then this Thargoid will what they do as well when they open is that they open this big massive thing. There we go. Gone. There we go. Alright, so let's get back on our way. 5 what's that? B5. So once we enter orbital cruise, I'm going to throttle back.
Orbital flight engaged.
Alright, so where are we? We're minus 14. So minus, what am I saying? Minus 43, 70. Okay, so let's... Right, so if I line with the 90, I will push only the bottom digit, so once I get near to 70, I will throttle back and I'll pull upwards. In fact, I'm going to do it a little bit before that. That's if the coordinate system is the correct way round. I've had problems before where the coordinate system is really not is not as you might expect. So minus, what's this? Minus 40, did I say? 43, 71. Okay, that'll do. Let's go a bit of both ways. Okay, so I'm near the 71. Okay, good. No count, that'll do. And oh, I'm actually passing it 43. 43. Yeah, I've passed it. So it would be down here somewhere. Oh, that makes sense, actually. It would be in that canyon somewhere. So let me come back around. Let me keep an eye on it. Let me keep an eye on that one. Yeah, okay. Just spin back round. It's either this one or this one. I think it's this one. That'll do. There. We'll see. We'll see. Could be neither. But they're typically in these little canyons. So we'll see what happens here. It could be, say, this one. The other little challenge is that I'm in VR. It sometimes makes spotting these objects on the surface a little trickier. But we'll see. We'll see. Right. Okay. Alright, so at this point, it's anybody's guess. But I think I'm actually in the wrong place, and I think it's over here. So if I fly at, again, down to 90, I can get... Oh, I'm not. One second. It's coming to a full stop. So the actual coordinate is... Come to my notes. According to my notes is minus 43, 276. So minus 43. Yeah, I'm roughly flying in the right direction now. So it's the other coordinate is 71. It's pretty much exactly 71. So oh, hang on. 43, 276. Oh, I'm going completely the wrong direction. There's me boasting that I know what I'm doing. Okay. Yeah, it's going to be down here somewhere. Is that it? Or is that shadow? Can't tell. Okay, so that, whichever direction... Right, okay. So if I... Yeah. Alright, so now... It's up here. It's up... Oh, is that it? I'm gonna keep doing this until I find it, where people say, is that it? Is that it? Is that it? Assuming that I've even got the right planet, or that my information is correct. I'm willing to gamble that either could be wrong. So 43 minus 43, 276. Yes. Should be seeing something. Yeah, this should be here if I've got the right place. Okay. Am I just missing this? Oh, it's there. Wow. Okay. Wow, okay. There's two of them. That's great. Hopefully we'll not get any Thargoid visits. We'll see though.
Landing gear deployed.
Alright. Brilliant. Okay, let's get out now and get some metal alloys. Assuming that the Barnacle is... Yep.
Low gravity warning.
I was going to say, assuming that the Barnacles are active, which they appear to be. So, what we're looking for is essentially this thing, this big green thing, poking out top. This is our meta alloy pod, this thing. So, all we need to do is the terrible human beings.
Cargo scoop deployed.
So what's also good with this is that we can use this to do some mining as well. But to be honest, I'm not here for mining. I'm just here for the meta alloys. So let me just find. Let me find perhaps another one. You can also scan these. So for example, I can scan this and it will tell me nothing at all. I could have swore it would tell me some information. Maybe not. It might be something else. Oops, daisy. Let's get around this.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Okay, that's fine by me. And then what was that noise? Well,
Handbrake is on.
I'm not too worried about it. I'm gonna run away now.
Handbrake is on.
Oh, is that the first zinc? Yeah, okay. Alright, let's go back to the ship. And then let's head back towards Felicity Farseer. She's the one who wants the air meta alloys, so I will... Okay, great. That was actually very successful. Brilliant. Oh, I didn't think of looking at it, unless I needed to scan it. Anyway, so, Right. Now, what I need to do is go to this station here. Oh dear. Yeah, I know I haven't quite got the hang of the Galaxy map in VR yet, as you can tell. Right, I sort of do like 50% at the mouse, 50% on the actual HOTAS. So, right, so this system is a long distance away. And we'll go to Farseer Inc. Brilliant. Alright, first things first though, I'm going to quick look at the system map. Mostly just to see if there's anything interesting in system, because this planet I'm on is not particularly interesting, I guess, unless there is something very... No. Okay. Great. Okay, let's get on our way. Just do one little flyby of Barnacles. And you can see my little trail with my driving. You guys join me actually only a few jumps towards my destination, and I noticed there was this Thomas class bulk cargo ship, and I've never seen one before, so I thought we'd do a bit of tourism. Hopefully there isn't some people in there currently raiding it, but yeah, we'll have a look. Oh. Has this been destroyed? Looks like it's actually been attacked by Thargoids, perhaps. I don't know. Since these are emergency aid units. Oh yeah, wow. Okay, this has been severely damaged. Wow. Wow, okay. Yes. I see. Yeah, alright, this, yeah, well, this megaship is in really bad shape, I would say. It's got its guns locked onto me, though. Well, unfortunately, there's not much I can do for it. So, let's get back on our way. You join me just as I'm about to jump into the system with the engineer. I'm in regular space, simply because I did most of the journey, as I said, in 2D. So, let's hit it. There are lots of general rumours that in open you tend to get a bit of trouble around engineering base. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to intentionally drop out nearby, basically canyon fly through to the engineering base, just so I get a good heads up of what's going on in the system. We might actually not even get there, so we'll see. There we go. That's the commander. There's one commander already, and I should already have the base. I should already have Farseer base locked. I don't quite know where that commander went. It does look like it was Farseer Inc. though. So essentially all we're going to do is keep an eye on things. have no idea what ship it was in as either. Anyway, we'll find out when we get there. This could be a risky venture. I mean, hopefully it's not a risky venture. It shouldn't be. And I'll catch you there because it's about 1 AU away. I'll catch you shortly. Here we are, quite close to drop out. I'm not going to do like a really fast drop in to the system, to the station. Sorry, mainly because, as I say, I somewhat expect a little bit of trouble. I'm always expecting trouble in open, to be honest, but it's an engineer base. It's a very obvious point if you want to interact with players. It's a very obvious place to hang around, and it's so for people who are wanting to either gank or kill easy targets. I mean, it's a very obvious place to hang out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop out somewhat short this station, and I'm going to fly through this canyon just so I can get an impression of what's going on down there. Okay, so nothing on scope, but obviously I'm very, very far out, so I don't expect anything to really be on scope at this distance. Alright. Can't see anything in the air either, but again, we're not really close enough. Alright, I can see blue trail. I see a blue trail just there. This is quite possibly a commander. We'll see.
Mayor, November, India 2, commencing automated flight control routine. Please observe docking protocols.
Alright, so like I say, I'm going to take a careful approach to the station. Like I said, I don't see anything on my radars just yet. It does not mean that this person can't see me though, since my radars are not particularly strong at the moment. Alright, I don't see anybody. Let's cover the distance very fast. It's quite possible that they were just landing.
Access granted. Proceed to landing pad 01.
Oh, okay, we got a Type 9. That shouldn't give us too much of a problem. And a chieftain. This could give us a problem. But they're both landed, so I'm not too worried about it at this moment in time. Let's get this down. There we go. Alright. So, what we're here to do is to do some modifications. Now, I'm not expecting to be able to do a lot of modifications, mainly because I don't have that much equipment. As I said, I have not really been collecting things. Alright, so, engineers things, I'll donate the 1 unit of metal alloys. It's giving me grade 1 access, and so I have access to do lots of different things. So the first thing I'm going to do, since I can only do grade 1, is I'm going to do low emissions power plant. So I get a... oh, hang on. No, I need an... is it overcharged? Oh, no! Armored. Okay, that's interesting. I didn't actually realize the armored power plant. Okay, you add a bit of mass to it, so we have an extra 0.2 tons, but it gives you actually increased efficiency as well as power capacity. Anyway, at this time, I'm going to do overcharged, since it's very easy to do. Right, so I'm grade 2 access already. I'm just going to complete this.
Capacity exceeded. Capacity exceeded.
Anyway, that's good enough.
Shields online.
Okay. Shield boosters. Again, this is good. So I will do thermal resist, as I said before. The thermal resistance of shield boosters in general is pretty poor. Do that's complete. Okay. Back. Shield boosters again. So that's placed as wait. So what that's done now, it will have placed the. So basically, my thermal resistance is now not basically -20. So that's actually quite good. Now, the other thing as well, you can do resistance augmented, which actually increases everything, but it also increases power draw. Now, to be honest, I'm going to do this one. I don't actually have that much phosphorus, but we'll see how we go. Oh wow! Okay, I'm gonna keep that, and I will come back and do one more if I need to. Frameshift drive, I do not have anything apparently. No, increased range should be. Nice, I do have some of these, so I will make that modification. It'll be the grade 2 that I can't do. Alright, so that's complete. This one. Ooh, I can do one. Okay, great. I'll do that. And that's, I do not have any more atypical disrupted wake scans, so that's fine. Now that has brought my, to look at my range, so it's now 16 light years as opposed to 14, so that's good. My engines, right, engines are an interesting one, mainly because I have got two options with my engines. I'm going to check them out, so let me just quickly go into the hangar. Alright, so the reason why I'm checking this is because I want to look at what my power usage is like. Okay, that's fine. And whether I've got enough money, probably don't actually, that's the problem. So core internals, not frameshift drive, sorry, the thrusters. So there are enhanced performance thrusters, and I can't afford them. So that's fine. That determines what my engineering is going to be, which is going to be clean drive tuning. The reason why I'm doing clean drive tuning is because I want to reduce my thermal load. So close to the next level. I know, but then again, I'm not even sure if I can do it. Oh, nice! I got 10. That's great. 9. This is great. Oh, that'll be reputation. Okay, that's good. And I don't think I'll be able to. Oh, I can. What? That's awesome. What this gives me is basically speed. Oh, that is a really good roll. And I am I'm going to keep it like that. And the reason why I'm going to keep it like that is because, yeah, this is not going to change that much for now. Right, so I've got my FSD, increase range. Okay, so manganese and data, wake solutions. Yeah, okay, great. Power plants, overcharge power plant. How's that doing? Yes, that's the maximum, as I've said. Sensors, right, now my sensors. Do I want long range? Basically, I can increase the range of my sensors a little bit. Give me a little bit of a advantage, so I'll do that. Okay, I'm not going to do anything crazy more. I'm just going to go max out this level. I don't really have any kind of requirement for anything better than that, so that's alright. As I say, shield boosters are done. Great. Sensors. Sorry, I just did the sensors. Surface scanners. I don't really need to do this, but I'm going to do it anyway. I can't do any more, so I'm just going to finish that one off. Brilliant. And that, ladies and gents, is us. Now, if I now look at the outfitting, you can see that my speed now is increased. I've got 330 and 449 for my top velocity, and this is, you know, it's not a light fit by any means. Yeah, so and I've got power to spare this time, so that's good. I can now put... Oh, I can't put anything in there, that's fine. Great. That's done. Right, now, the one important thing for the engineer's workshop, which is very, very important for anything in the future, is to select increased range and say pin blueprint. Right. Now, I don't think I can actually do any of these, so I'm not going to bother. Nope, I can't. That's fine. So that's good. Don't think there are any experimental effects for the power plant. Brilliant. That's us. Fantastic. So, what I'm going to do is, again, let's launch and let's get on our way. You see me essentially successfully warp away from this this base. Then
Ship restraints disengaged. Commence departure. Disengaging automated flight control routine. Safe travels, Commander.
alright. So let's keep going at full speed. Let's decide what we're going to do next. So what other engineers do I have the ability to unlock? Okay, so I've got Todd, the Blaster, and Elvira. These two are very useful, and I think they're pretty easy to unlock. So in the case of Blaster, I have to do bounty vouchers. This is really easy to do, so I'm going to do that actually. So fulfill my initial contract with bounties. So what I might do is head over to him. He's 120 light years away. Oh dear. Okay. So I've got 10 jumps to go, and I'll make the first jump, and I will see you guys at the station, probably in the next episode.